Hello, Amelia Hirschfield here, and I've got my dog Naya in the corner there. She likes to hide behind things. So today she's hiding behind the plant or possibly moving soon. And she's not knocking it over. Okay. So today we get to talk about INTPs and how they can get a more accurate thought process and be more accurate with their decisions and their actions, and signs that they are not being accurate and signs that they are holding themselves back is that they think they know something that's going on, and then it ends up being wrong later, and they're like, oh well, I thought that this was going to happen, or they think that they know what's going to happen and they don't go check on seeing if what they think is right. They just think they know and then rely on that. And so this can often come across that when they do that, when INTPs do this, they can often assume that they know what's going on, or they think they know what's going on, or what's happening makes sense to them. So they're relying on that, and they're not. That can be quite useful and that can be quite successful during certain instances of your life. So you might be really good at figuring things out, but when you do this in certain situations, you can be wrong because you don't actually know what's going on around you or with your other people. If your dog's chewing on something, or in business, you think you know what's going on with other people, but you don't ask. It sets you up for assuming things. It sets you up for being wrong, and it sets you up for you failing yourself, because it's really easy to sit there and go, oh, I think I know what's happening, rather than going, okay, I think I know what's happening, but let me go make sure so I know I'm right and I don't set myself up for failure. So yes, you're smart. Yes, you're figuring very, very good at making sense of things and understanding things. But if you rely on that too much, you're going to be assuming things, and you're going to be assuming things wrong in a way that's going to come back and bite you in the ass, because there's the saying that assuming things makes an ass out of you and me. So the less you're doing that, the more you're setting yourself up for success, the more you're making better decisions, and the easier time in life you're going to have, because you're going to spend less time going, oh, I was wrong here, and more of the time making sure that you're right. So you're coming up with data, and instead of just checking, and so instead of just going, oh, I'm right here, you're going, okay, I think I'm right. Let me go check that out. So your facts of what your mind and what you think is going on is going to be way more sturdy, because you're checking to see what's going on. So when you find yourself thinking, oh, I think I know what's going on here, go check it out, see if you're right. And then that way you spend less time being an asshole and assuming things and putting other people at the mercy of you not checking things out. And so you can spend more time being right and feeling like you are more certain on what you're actually really good at, because you're really good at figuring things out. But when you rely on that in situations that you don't have all the answers to, and there's no way you can have all the knowledge until you go and check things out, you're going to be failing yourself and essentially being wrong. So it's really easy to recognize, like, where am I thinking I know what's going on? What a great example is with other people. Or if you think you know what your dog's doing in the next room, why don't you go check it out and see if you're right or see if you're wrong? Because you actually don't know what's going on with other people as well. Why don't you check to see if what you think is going on is actually going on, or if that's just you assuming things? And the more you can give other people a chance, the easier it's going to be on you, because you're going to be giving other people a chance for you to be wrong. And at the same time, when you are right, then you can gather really healthy information. So I'm going to turn you into a healthy information gatherer versus someone who's assuming things, and then sometimes they get it right, but sometimes they get it wrong. I would rather have someone who goes and checks and makes sure that they're right, versus someone who's sometimes assumes right and sometimes assumes wrong. So you're going to be more trustworthy, you're going to show up more accurately, and you're going to trust yourself more in this process. So go check things out. If you are ready to show up more confidently with people, to show up and stop assuming that you know what's going on, because it's really good in certain situations and it's going to hold you back in others. I would love to chat with you to see if you're right for my work. I have a free 30-minute call that you can find on my website. If you go to ameliaharshfield.com, there's a connect page, and we can see if you're ready to step into holding yourself more accountable, so you can be an INTP that's more reliable for what is going on with their mind. It's going to make you more confident. It's going to make other people around you more confident. It's going to make you wrong less. And then it's going to allow you to just open yourself up to a whole new level of who you are, because there's always the next level of freedom. There's always the next level of ways you can trust yourself. And the more you can lean into that, the easier and time you're going to be with business decisions, the easier it's going to be to lead people, the better relationships you're going to have. So your life is just going to enhance in so many ways. And this is one way to get yourself there. And like I said, would love to chat with you if you're ready to get there. So start checking out what's going on. Would love to chat with you if you want to dive more into this, because there are certain hangups that can come with this sometimes. So lovely to see you, and I will see you on the next video.